Yeah, I think my creative self is a pain in the ass. I really do. Because that creative self is always saying, yes, we can, yes, we can, yes, we can, yes, we can. No, I'm exhausted. No, yes, we can, yes, we can, yes, we can. That creative self, it bumps into a wall every now and then and says, whoa, didn't expect that, but yes, we can, yes, we can. Unplug, because we will always say yes to creativity, totally uncut, because we all make mistakes. So turn it into a tool. This is Arroe Unplugged. Wow, here we are on the edge of summer, with fall looking straight into our eyes. It's almost like we can reach out there, but like a mirage on a highway, it just disappears when your fingers just want to touch fall. A new day is starting to unfold. Nobody knows where it's going to grow or how the roots will stretch through the hard clay and very little soil. What we can't do is depend on fate. I don't want to say I've preached that, but we've talked about that so much. Don't depend on fate. Dictionary.com defines fate as the force, the principle, and or power that's predetermined. Let's look at that word predetermined. Same dictionary. Decided or arranged at an earlier time. That's what predetermined means. So when I say we can't depend on fate, in essence, it's my way of sharing with you, we can't wait for our past to catch up to our present. Yes, our experiences have helped design and put into play the building blocks of an amazing foundation. But here we are. We find ourselves relying on this thing called fate because so many of us are stuck in this past, and that's not the final destination. And by the time we arrive, the rest of the world has already passed us by. But let me ask you a question. Is that a good or a bad thing? It depends on who you are and who you want to become. Hey, it's Arroe. This is The Daily Mess, a chronological walk through an everyday world. I am a daily writer. I love picking up dictionaries, locating words, and just studying the definition. Are we using these words and emotions correctly? This is The Daily Mess. I once wrote in my daily writing, an old man isn't a wise man, not until the old man teaches the experiences that he met along the way. Ooh. I'm not so sure that I believe in that mantra as much as I did during those budding years as a daily writer. Because now that I'm 60, I feel really different about this term old. My thoughts are based on how young I feel, not just in this moment of now, but every day. Even while the body aches, I still find energy in having no age at all, just being available. Because I've reached that point on the path where even a 30-year-old will look at me and say, who are you talking about? No, I've never heard of him. Or I get caught up talking about radio station terms and slangs that new broadcasters just don't understand. It's not part of their texting lingo. I do laugh, though, when all of these producers that call me up right before we do the famous people interviews, those producers will say, Arroe, are you taping this or is this live? I sit there and I think, taping? When was the last time that I had a reel-to-reel tape inside this studio? Maybe I'm not so old after all. Or maybe I'm young. Yeah, it's how you feel. That's your image. But I'd like to know from you. How do you feel about that? Let's just stop talking about how old we are. Who cares if I'm 60 years old? Do I sound like it? Do I look like it? You should see how long my hair is. It's pretty long. Is it in the middle of my back yet? It's getting there. It's my COVID-19 hair. Yeah, I said I was never going to cut it until COVID-19 was gone. Oh my God, what happens when it starts tickling my butt? I just don't know what to do. But see, that's the young guy. I once did a movie promotion at an assisted living home. And when I walked inside the rec room, they were listening to Nicki Minaj, Bruno Mars. They were listening to Miley Cyrus. And I was like, what in God's name is going on here? And the director says, whoa, let's redefine what old age is. She said, the body might be old. It might be leaning forward. It might be sitting in a chair. But their minds are still locked in on discovering new things. See, what happens is, as you get older, your body might be looking older, but the inside age is chosen by who you want to be. So I ask you, how old do you think you are? Or do we even have to talk about age? Like I said inside the writing, just be there. Be present. My thoughts are based on how young I feel, not just in this moment of now, but daily. Even while the body aches, I find energy in having no age. I'm Arroe, and that's the Daily Mess.